Well, good morning. Welcome back to GP Outdoors. Beautiful winter morning, about negative 18 degrees Celsius, and she's dropping down to negative 25. I've been spending a lot of time getting the tractor and all my implements winter ready, getting ready for the snow. But I forgot one really important thing I didn't do from last year, and we gotta get her done, especially now it's getting cold. Let me show you. If you're like me and you love going out on ATVs and snowmobiles, especially up here in the cold in the Great White North, you'll know that you need heated handlebars, heated trigger. You know, when you're riding or you're outside on a nice day that's maybe -5, -10, not a big deal. But you start getting into -20, -30 degree temperatures, and it's gonna be a pretty short ride if you don't have heat going on underneath your gloves. As last winter was coming to a close, I started to notice that my digits on my left hand were starting to get really frosty, especially at night riding in the bush. Sure enough, this handlebar grip for some reason stopped working. Whipped it over to Guy's. He pulled out a multimeter, we pulled it apart, took a look, and it looks like it's defective. Not sure what's wrong, I can't see any dents or any pinches in the wire, but it's just not working. So we're gonna give the Kubota B2601 a bit of a rest today. Got some work to do with it later this week, plus I've got to get the blower on. But today, we're gonna get this handlebar grip fixed. Stick around, should be enjoyable. A little something different for a change. Cheers. How you doing, Guy?
Not badly.
Good, good. Nice to see you.
Good morning.
Thanks for the warmth and the wisdom.
Talk about a cool machine.
Yeah, it's cold out there. But
you get your parts?
yeah, got the part in, so I picked her up. Was not cheap, I'll tell you.
We can't mess up. Right?
No, that's right. Got one shot at her. But
Sounds good. Well, you gotta strip her all down so we can get at the wiring and do a couple tests before we commit ourselves to switching it out.
okay, sounds good.
Might have who's in there, we'll make sure.
Okay.
Call me if you need me.
All right. Thanks a lot, Guy.
Take care now. Come on, Coda.
So we're going to get the seats off first so we can open her up. That'll give us access to take off of this piece here, and as well we can get the display piece off, and that way we can get at the wiring. Seats come off pretty easy. Just a latch at the back here, you just got to lift it up and pull back. That's it. This front cover, pretty simple. There's a handle here. You're going to give her a little pull up. Comes right out. There's two tabs that it sits into, and then when you put it back, you'll see you just push them back into these two rubber grommets. Your front display panel, always a little tricky. I'm going to see if I can remember if I did this correctly, but I believe you kind of push in at the front, try to pop it, you'll feel little pops, or you'll hear them, and then you've got to grab the back and kind of pull forward, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so there's your clicks, and then I believe pull up, yeah. And then she comes out. There we go. You'll see that it's pretty open in here. You've got your fuse box or your fuse panel right here in the front, and all of your wiring off of your steering column follow across your handlebars underneath this plastic piece, and they drop down through this hole. And you'll see in a minute, that's where the wiring harnesses are. First thing I want to do is I want to go into my fuse panel and just make sure I don't have any blown fuses. You'll see that there's just a little clip at the top here. You just push that in, and she should come off reasonably easy. There's also one at the bottom. And there we go. BRP always thinking, lots of spare fuses in there. So we have one grip warmer that's working, the other one's not. Wanted to make sure they were both running through the same fuse, so I've turned on the machine, and I've turned on both handle warmers and removed the fuse. Fuse is in good condition, and of course both went out, so we know we're good there. So we know it's this left grip. So what we're going to do is we just want to follow this wire back down underneath the steering column, and we'll find ourselves down under front here where all the wiring harnesses are kept. You'll see them here. So you can see, here's the wire here. Give her a little pull, and there's the corresponding harness. Okay, so now that I've located the correct harness, before I start pulling anything apart off the machine or stripping the grip off of the handlebar, I just want to test it to make sure that it is dead and it is a problem with the wiring. So what I've done is I've taken my new one, and for those that are interested, there's your part number. This is not the kit, of course, this is the individual handle warmer itself, or the grip warmer itself. What's really nice is this is, I believe, what they call a version 2. So as you may know, especially those that had hockey sticks, know usually you'd get your grip and it had some type of a glue or some kind of a substance inside and you had to jam it on really fast. This one doesn't have any glue or any type of an adhesive in it. It has, basically, it's got a screw at the end. You slide it into your handlebar and you tighten down the screw. So let's see if we can figure out what we should be looking for. Okay, we've got a reading. Let's go check the one that's sitting on the machine. Okay, I've traced my wire back to this harness. Just need to push down the tab here to remove it. Yep, and I'm getting nothing. So there's definitely a break in the wire somewhere. So before I strip everything off and spend some time removing that old hand grip, I'm just going to plug in my new one, turn the machine on, and see if it heats up. Oh yeah, we've got heat. So it's definitely the grip. Let's get her removed. Let's get our new one put in. Oh, there's what the inside looks like, guy. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's broken right through there. Okay. There seems to be a crack right through the heating element. I don't know.
Oh, you're right. I can see that right across it.
Yeah.
I guess that explains why it stopped working.
Strange.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything's tight.
Well, that came off awfully easy. I'll tell you. I don't know if there was much glue or how that was stuck on there, but here's what the backside looks like. Looks like we seem to have a short or something that happened in there. And as you can see, she's cracked through here. Definitely little burn marks in there. Well, get the new one on. So I think we've solved the mystery. As I mentioned, you could see there was a short circuit in it. There was a split all the way through the heating element inside that grip. And then as you can see here, here's the burn marks from the inside that I showed you on the grip from where it looks like it's shorted. At least we found the solution to the problem. I'm actually surprised. Most of the time they said there's usually a ton of glue on this handle grip and it takes a time to get it off, but as you can see, wasn't much on there at all. So I'm going to grab a little sandpaper, just kind of get this off of here, bit of carbon, and then we're going to put the new grip on. Just want to take a quick moment out. If you do have an ATV and you are considering buying the kit for these grip warmers, try to make sure you get the version 2 or later. This is a version 1 kit that you saw in here, and these are usually glued on, like most are. But the big defect that came with this kit is your switch component is all plastic. And so over a short period of time after I got it, the plastic snapped. So the newer version 2s, as I mentioned to you, the grips are not glued. There's a screw at the end. But most importantly, your controller unit has a piece of metal in it. And that metal is what you end up bolting to the side of your handlebar. And that'll wear a lot better. So when you're putting on your new handlebar, you want to loosen up this screw. You want to shimmy it on. And you want to make sure when you're done that where the wire comes out of the grip is kind of just below your halfway mark, kind of pointed down on an angle. That way you can run the wire back down through along the handlebars and into where the harness is. This takes an Allen key. Alright, that went on really easy. Got her all snugged up there with the bolt at the end. She's firm, and certainly a lot better with these newer type than the old type. In the old days of having to try to glue them on and get them on really fast. So I'm pretty pleased with that. We'll get our end plug in, tighten her up with the pressure joint. Then we can wrap the wire in, get her connected, and we're done. Alright, quick fix. Wasn't too bad at all. Still not sure what caused that big split through the grip, which would have caused the short circuit, but at least we got her found, fixed, and I'm going to be nice and toasty warm this winter. Hope you enjoyed sticking around today. It's a little something different. Gave the tractor a bit of a break. Tomorrow we're going to get back at it. Okay, so we'll get this stuff all back together, get the seats back on, and I'll be ready to take on the snow. If you like the channel, please click subscribe, hit the like button, and if you want to know when I'm posting videos, just click that little bell. Have a wonderful week with your families. I'll see you again on the next one. Cheers.